In the annals of our world's history, there are moments that resonate with tragedy and resilience. These are the tales of Earth's fury and humanity's response. Join us as we journey through time to witness the devastating forces of nature in major natural disasters and the unyielding spirit of survival. The North Pacific Coast Tsunami, Japan, March 2011. The North Pacific Coast tsunami that hit Japan in March 2011 was a dual disaster, a massive earthquake and a devastating tsunami. The Tohoku earthquake, with a magnitude of 9.0 to 9.1, struck off the northeastern coast of Japan. This powerful megathrust earthquake shifted the entire island of Honshu by an estimated 2.4 meters and moved the Earth on its axis. The earthquake, accompanied by a series of powerful aftershocks, unleashed unprecedented destruction. The immediate impact was widespread damage to infrastructure, including the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The facility lost power, leading to meltdowns in 3 of its reactors and the release of radioactive materials into the environment. However, the most catastrophic consequences came from the ensuing tsunami. The tsunami waves, reaching up to 133 feet in height, overwhelmed coastal defenses. Entire towns and villages were swept away in moments, leaving behind scenes of devastation. The death toll exceeded 15,000 people, with thousands more missing. The disaster created a severe nuclear crisis, prompting widespread evacuations and concerns about radiation exposure. Cleanup efforts at the Fukushima Daiichi plant would extend for years, impacting the lives of those who lived in the vicinity. The Sumatra, Indonesia tsunami, December 26, 2004. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami is etched in history as one of the deadliest natural disasters ever recorded. On December 26, 2004, a megathrust earthquake struck off the west coast of northern Sumatra, Indonesia. The earthquake, with a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3, created a rupture along the seafloor, displacing an immense volume of water. This triggered a series of tsunami waves that radiated across the Indian Ocean, striking the coasts of 14 countries without warning. The waves moved at incredible speeds, reaching the shores within hours of the earthquake. The sheer force of the waves left little time for evacuation or preparation. The impacts were catastrophic. Coastal communities were inundated, and the waves traveled deep inland, flooding homes, businesses, and agricultural land. The death toll was staggering, with over 230,000 people losing their lives. Millions were left homeless, and countless communities were left in ruins. The disaster prompted international relief efforts, with countries and organizations providing aid to the affected regions. The disaster also highlighted the need for improved tsunami warning systems and international cooperation in disaster response. The Haitian earthquake, 2010 Haiti, one of the poorest nations in the Western Hemisphere, was struck by a devastating earthquake on January 12, 2010. The 7.0 magnitude earthquake's epicenter was near the capital, Port-au-Prince. This natural disaster had a devastating impact on a nation already grappling with poverty and inadequate infrastructure. The quake caused extensive damage, particularly in the densely populated and poorly constructed capital city. The structural integrity of many buildings was compromised, and they crumbled under the force of the earthquake. The destruction was massive, with entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble. The human toll was equally staggering, with over 230,000 people losing their lives. Many more were injured and left without access to medical care. The disaster disrupted transportation and communication systems, hampering relief efforts. Haiti's already challenging economic and political situation was exacerbated by the disaster. The nation struggled with inadequate infrastructure and healthcare systems, which made disaster response even more difficult. International aid poured into the country, but rebuilding efforts proved to be a long and challenging process. The Kashmir Earthquake, 2005. On the morning of October 8, 2005, a devastating earthquake struck the Himalayan region of Kashmir. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.6 and affected not only Pakistan, but also parts of India. The epicenter was near the city of Muzaffarabad in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The earthquake caused widespread destruction in this mountainous region. It triggered landslides and destroyed thousands of homes, schools, and infrastructure. The rugged terrain made rescue and relief efforts challenging. The earthquake also disrupted communication and transportation, isolating many communities. The human toll was immense, with over 86,000 people losing their lives and countless others injured. The disaster had a profound impact on the region, further exacerbating tensions between India and Pakistan, two nuclear-armed nations. International aid and relief efforts were launched to support the affected communities. However, the disaster underscored the need for disaster preparedness in regions prone to seismic activity. Hurricane Katrina, USA, 2005. In late August 2005, Hurricane Katrina, a Category 5 storm, made landfall on the Gulf Coast of the United States. It struck with unprecedented ferocity and brought devastation in its wake. New Orleans, in particular, bore the brunt of the storm. The hurricane unleashed powerful winds and torrential rain, causing widespread flooding and overwhelming the city's protective levees. These levees, designed to prevent flooding, failed in multiple places. The city's unique geography, with parts of it situated below sea level, left it extremely vulnerable to rising waters. The flooding was catastrophic. Thousands of residents were trapped in their homes and on rooftops as the waters continued to rise. Rescue efforts were hampered by the scale of the disaster and the lack of coordinated response. The situation inside the New Orleans Superdome, which served as a shelter for those who couldn't evacuate, became dire. The official death toll exceeded 1,800 people, and many thousands were displaced. The disaster revealed systemic issues in disaster preparedness, relief, and response by authorities. It also highlighted the vulnerability of those living in low-lying areas and the need for improved evacuation plans and infrastructure. Cyclone Nargis, Burma, Myanmar. 2008 Cyclone Nargis, a powerful tropical cyclone, struck Burma, now Myanmar, in May 2008. The densely populated Irrawaddy Delta region bore the brunt of the storm's force. Cyclone Nargis brought with it winds of up to 131 miles per hour and a devastating storm surge. The destruction was profound. Entire villages were obliterated, and widespread flooding affected the region. The death toll was officially reported at around 140,000, making it one of the deadliest tropical cyclones, the Indian Ocean Tsunami, 2004. The Indian Ocean Tsunami of December 26, 2004, resulted from a massive undersea megathrust earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3. The epicenter was off the west coast of northern Sumatra, Indonesia. This earthquake triggered a series of tsunamis that spread across the Indian Ocean. The waves reached heights of up to 100 feet, devastating the coastlines of 14 countries. The official death toll exceeded 230,000, with millions left homeless. It remains one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. These disasters serve as somber reminders of nature's immense power and the profound human, economic, and environmental impacts it can have. While they have caused immeasurable suffering, they also highlight the importance of disaster preparedness, international cooperation, and support for those affected. If you were thrilled by this wild story, please like, share, and subscribe for more incredible contents. Join us for captivating adventures from primates and mammals to amphibians, insects, birds, and endangered species. From exotic encounters to forces of natural disasters, wild nature has it all, and we're bringing it right to your screen. Stay tuned.